team as well as the webinar. First thing I would like to request to all that, guys, you could just mute yourself if someone is getting unmuted, so that I could just do what I really need to do right now. So, Rakshat, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
You can proceed.
Okay. Thank you. So, basically, my name is Karthikeya. As Veena said, I'm very interested here, and I am very happy to be sharing my experience as well as the thing which every juniors of every colleges from non-ITs as well as there are some from ITs too here, to know what really the scenario is, how to get prepared for the further challenges that you are getting in your life. Basically, for engineer, the most important thing that you need is either to get placed or to get a government job. So let's make this webinar a more funnier and a happier one, or an interactive one, rather than speaking one and one. So I'll be just speaking for some time. Harsha will be continuing. Then we will be going with the Q&A sessions as well. So to begin with, my name is Karthikeya. As he said, I'm from final year of mechanical engineering at IIT Chikmagalur, and it's been a great experience and great pleasure for me to share my experience to you guys. So the topic of today's webinar is basically how to prepare for the placements. Now, for non-ITs, there is a huge dilemma that I am a mechanical engineer or I'm a civil engineer. How can I get placed in some IITs, some IITs, or some of the top companies which are hiring non-ITs too. And there are some IT students who are like, now I know this much. What more I should learn? What is the thing that company needs from me? What should I give? These are the things which will be counting in the further days. So to begin with, just giving a random speak about myself. My name is Karthikeya said. I'm a final year graduate as a mechanical engineer from IIT. Companies that have been placed till date is TCS and Infosys. I'm waiting for the results from Accenture as well as CSS. The government exams that I cleared till date is NDA, NA in the year 2017, and Combined Defense Service exam in the year 2019. And moving to the further procedure now I had a plan to share like the different steps which I should complete in this webinar. These are like contents the webinar like. These are some of the questions which have been driven in every non-IT mind, like being a non-IT, how can I get placed in ITs? Or if you have some ITs like I am an IT, how could I prepare myself to be to get placed in some of the companies? Then the second thing, which is making a huge gap between the placement sector as well as the engineers, is what should I learn? Like there are some people like they may say you like you go and learn coding, it is important. Some may say you don't need coding, you need aptitude. Someone say both are important. And there are many webinars saying that coding go beko, as well as you need aptitude as well. But I would say these two are important, but I would like to add some more things which makes your mind freshen up, and you could just like, I will do it. Next, I'll be sharing some placement drives for ITs and non-ITs as well. Then where should I learn? Where should I make myself perfect? What are the platforms which I have to make myself perfect? Then the most important thing is, this is the most important barrier that I have seen. Many people get cleared in the first round, but they are backed up in the interviews. I will show you how to do it. Being a non-IT, I guess the people from non-IT will get a great idea about this. Then other thing is, the most important thing a person should have this in himself is how to set my mindset to be the best of the best. So you should be best in around you might have around 720 students participating in a placement drive. You should be one of the 720s getting into the company. So you must have that best of best in you. Next, I'll be giving my ideas, my strategies, what I did, how did I get placed in the company, so that some may follow me or some may have their own ideas too. Then I'll be just showing the list of government exams for non-ITs as well as ITs. And my friend will be preparing, he will be continuing with the government exams as well. Next, we'll be having the QA session. Now, beginning with the webinar, first thing is, being a non-IT, how can I get placed in IT? Now, this is a great and a very confusing question that every non-ITs have. So there's nothing to worry, guys. One thing you should know is, in colleges, like basically in Karnataka colleges, There are some companies like TCS, Infosys, Accenture, CSS, Drive, as well as some other companies like Willy M3. Not for every part. There are some conditions in Wiley M3 that they may hire you. And some more companies that you could get through off campuses, they hire non-IT students. Now you may say that it is an IT company, it is all related to coding. How would I prepare myself? Nothing such. The main important thing that you guys need is the aptitude skills, your communication skills. Only the HR who are interviewing you or who is checking what you are just focuses on your communication as well as your aptitude skills. Now I will say you why they are taking aptitude skills in the further steps. So there are many confusions like I should learn this coding. They may be saying that there are some IT friends who may tell you that Java is important. Some say that no, Python is very easy, you go with that. Some will say C++ is very booming, you go with that. Some may say you are great with C, you do it with C. So I'll be giving the clarity of what to do. And the thing is that being a non-IT, the thing you should do is prepare for aptitudes as much as possible and go with the light coding basics. If you are good with C, I might guess the students of 2020 batches or 2019 batches who are here, I guess you might have CPPS as a subject in your first year, or else Rakshat, I guess the juniors of mine, that is the third year, may also have the subject called as PCDS or CPPS, right? Rakshat, was there a subject called as CPPS?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
You are from,
is there anyone who can answer his question?
Anyone, like, did you have a subject called as CPPS? Who are from like from the first from
computer
PUC?
Programming for problem solutions.
You have that subject,
Yes, sir.
right? So beautiful.
Yes.
So that is the main
Yes, sir.
thing that you guys can focus on, like that has the every basics from the very starting to the very end in the C programming, which I guess is more than enough for you guys for a non-IT to get placed in some companies called as TCS as well as Infosys, because they won't ask you anything related to Java or Python until you show that. There are some students from non-IT or some from IT who just feel that, okay, filling my resume with adding programming languages like Java, C, C++, and Python will make me get into the company. But there will be a great danger for you if you do this. If you are thorough with all the things, at least all the basics of these four, you can just add it. Or else you will be in a great danger. There are around 90% chances that you may not get into the company, because the resume showcase what you are. And next we will be moving with a slide called as what should I learn. Like basically, as I said, these are the four things which normal people say that you go with the aptitude, like quantitative, logical, verbal, and any coding languages like C, C++, Java, or Python. Now I will say you one idea how to prepare in this. Basically, in my experience in TCS, there was three parts basically, like quantitative, logical, verbal, with a part of coding. What I did is I didn't have the basics idea of a coding at that time. So what I did is I was good with logical and verbal. So I completed all my logical things, all my verbal things, which I only know. And then I went to the aptitude part, where I just concentrated on what I know. That means the quantity is not important, but the quality of what you do is important. This is not only in placement drives, in everything you do. So what I did is, there was 24 questions in the aptitude part. I just attended 10, and all the 10 were correct because I focused on the quality of the problem. That is, if I do it, it should be right, or else I can skip to the next one. The logical, only 2 were error, and in verbal around 3 were an error. And I did not attend the coding part, and guess what? For non-ITs, TCS and Infosys don't look to their coding parts as well, and even Accenture too. So next is, if you have a basics of coding language, why I am saying to have a basic of coding languages, you may show your coding language skills in your interview round. In TCS, they may ask you, basically for non-ITs, they may ask you which coding language you know, and do you know any coding. If the HR is so generous and he is very good to you, then he may ask you to write any code which you know. If that's so, then you are in a safer zone. And there are some of the HRs who may ask you, like, do something new. They may ask you to prepare a calendar, or they may ask you to prepare a calculator. They may ask you to prepare a sketch of an image using coding or something else. So better to have a basic of any coding language, or with a small amount of coding skills that you have. The main important thing which runs is taking the logic here. You know the logic of what to do, you know the logic of how to do it, then it's good and fine, so that you can just go through it. Even if you don't know how to do coding, you can just explain the logic, saying that, sir, I don't know the how to write the syntaxes, but I could explain you the logic of this program. So it would be a great part, so that you have a good communication skill as well, you have a good sharing knowledge as well, so it would be good for you. Next, coming with the communication skill, the most important thing that non-IT need is the communication skill. It's not only with the non-ITs, even with the students of ITs need this communication skill. Now, what does this communication skill do is, you clear your first round of placement drive by writing an aptitude exam, or as a coding exam. When you go to the next round, that is HR round or the technical round will be related to your coding. But when you go with the HR round, there may be some conditions will be going with the MR round as well. That is management resource. HR is human resource and MR will be the management resource. TCS has MR round, which will be with the HR round. There will be technical, HR as well as MR sitting in front of you and asking you questions. So when you go with the communication skills, there will be some questions which are normally asked. Everyone might know. The first question is, tell me about yourself, where around 20 to 30% of the students just flawlessly speak something else, which may make them into a danger part. Second thing is how to prepare, or how would you go with the pressure situation, and how would you solve the pressure situation, where you'll be seeing yourself in 5 years, why the company. Imagine if you are sitting for TCS, they may ask you why TCS. And the next question will be through your resume, saying that you might have done some certifications, or you might have done some internship which may be related to your core, or maybe related to ITs, or maybe related to some other things. The thing which runs is that you showing your skills of communication by saying what you are, right? So if you have a resume, you should be 100% good enough saying that, okay, this is my resume, this is what it really means of. ಇವಾಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೇನೋ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ 100% ಶೋರ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ you have a case in a court, and the lawyer who is speaking has to be 100% ready, right? He cannot be just saying, sir, he should be guilty because you have done this without any proof. So you have a resume, you are a proofreader of it. You should say, okay, I have done Java, I have know this much, I have done this in this way. If they ask you anything related to Java, you should be 100% ready saying that, yeah, I know this answer, and you have to give the answer. If else, you just make interview clumsy, feel that you know the answer, but because of tension you can't say it. Don't make it wrong. Instead you just say, sir, I can't remember, or sorry sir, I don't know the answer, I will learn it as well. So these are the two things which they may expect from you. And one more thing is that during the interview, don't make anyone roam around you, or keep everything in a perfect manner. Some may lose their interview rounds because of the network issues. Now, this is not the problem of the network. This is the problem of you. You know that for an interview, I need a good network connection. You just feeling that, saakagate ba, and if you just come and sit for an interview, and if you lose it, it's you who is losing. So, you must have a good communication skill as well. You must show what you are in the resume, and you must have this common senses, saying that, yeah, I am sitting for an interview, I am writing an exam, I should have these prerequisite things which I really need. And the last thing which comes in part is the resume content. So basically, there are many people asking, so what do I need, or what is the most important thing that a resume should have? Basically, the first thing will be your objective, that the thing which you will be adding: education, experience. If you don't have an experience, then education. Then the next things which comes is skills. Skills, as I said, if you are a mechanical engineer, try to add at least one software. If you have SolidEdge, do add SolidEdge. Don't feel that SolidEdge na ello use madalla, nanu yaka hakali. Don't do that. If you have SolidEdge, put the solid edge because you have that idea in your colleges as well. The lecturers from our college train the solid edge so well that some students from other colleges, they come to me and say solid edge ಹೆಂಗ್ work ಮಾಡೋದಂತಾನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. I feel happy that I have solid edge in my resume. Many from TCS interviewer from Infosys asked me what is solid edge. I explained him a lot. He said it was very interactive as well. So show what you really have in your mind, not that it is an older one, it is a newer one. Imagine you have an experience with Python 1.8. Now it is Python 3.7. You can just say Python 1.8 because you learned at that time, right? Or if you know Python 3, say Python 3. You say you have solid edge, CATIA version v5 R10, but the present thing is around CATIA version v5 R20 and so on. So you can just add R10 because you know what was there in that, right? So you don't just be like I need to add the present things or the past things which I learned. If that is relevant for you to add, you just add it. Next, with coming to the other things like for IT, as I said, C++, Java. If you know C, just add C. Don't just simply add Java, Python, and C++, which may make you in danger. Because when you add C, there are chances that they may ask you questions related to C as well. If you add Java, they may ask you related to some OOPS concepts or some other concepts, which you may know or may not know. If you know it, then it's well and good. If it's not, it will be a huge problem for you. Then going with the certification thing, the most asked question around the globe is, why should I add certification? Should I make certification being a non-IT? Now, getting certification is not a big thing, but if they ask you what you have done throughout the certification part, you have to explain it as well. Imagine I have done a certification called as digital manufacturing and design. So if they ask you what did you do, so you should say like I went to this sessions saying that how materials getting designed in different industries, how the processes takes place, what are the different processors which are related to the material designs, and how the manufacturing processes go through. So you need to explain what the certification is all about. Now there are some who will add certifications like there are many certifications. They don't know what they are doing. So they just go through, skip all the videos and then go to the certification part, Google the answers, just type the answers and they get the certification. Boom. They feel that, yeah, I am already inside the company. So you do certification or you don't, it doesn't matter. But if you do it in a good manner. Further, moving to the internships, if you will have an internship from the colleges, maybe you do it through college or from outside, be good of what you did. If you have done an internship for CATIA v5 R20 being a mechanical engineer or AutoCAD being a civil engineer and so on, you should be good saying what did I learn in that internship, what was the internship all about, and what is that software that I used, what is the software applications as well. So this is a thing which you should do. Then going to the finishing the internship certifications, it will be your hobbies. So there is a difference between hobbies and interests, which I should add. Hobbies are the things which you do in daily life, whereas interest is a thing which you mainly focus on. There are some people who are good with playing kabaddi, or there are some people who are good with playing badminton. They may be playing it as the interest, like they may be joining some state level competitions or district level. That will be coming in interest. While your hobby is just playing for a fun time, or you are listening to music just for a part of time. This will be the hobby thing. Next will be your self-declaration. So these things are to be added in a resume, so that be careful when you do a resume, because if you go wrong at some point, you will be just doomed in your interviews. So even if the resume is not so strong of yours, no problem, be good with what the resume you have. This is what I would add about the resumes. And for C students of EIT, there is a book called as Programming in C and Data Structure from Nangesh Bidnur. This is a book that I have learned. I felt it as good. For others, if you don't get a book, if you have the Xerox copies of the first years, it's even very well and good. You need not to just Google something new so that you will be like, innu jasti odbeku. Don't do that. Do whatever you have, finish it perfectly and do it very good as well. Moving to the next placement drive as of 2021 till date, as I have seen from ITs, for mechanical, civil, and also some other branches. The companies which are hiring are TCS, Infosys, Accenture, CSS, and there are some more. For the core branches, which you may not get it in your college like an on-campus, but these are the off-campus drives. For mechanical, it's Bosch, Pinclick, Ashok Leyland, Kirloskar, General Motor, and Larsen and Turbo. For the Department of Civil Engineering, so even civil engineers get hired in Larsen and Turbo, General Motors, and there are two more companies called as SCC and Game On India. These are the companies where core students like mechanical and civil are getting placed. And you guys have thousands of government exams, thousands of other government companies like KIOCL, HAL, or BML. There are many other things that you could try on. So other drives, like which is neither IT nor course, or FacePrep, which is a training company. Byju's is also a business development executive company. Vedanta is also a business development executive company. QSpiders, Pentagon, Space, and XWorks are the company which hire non-ITs, train them so that they could move into the IT part. So they may train you about Java full stack development, Python full stack development as well, or sometimes software testing as well. So these are the companies which a non-IT gets. So non-ITs need not to panic. You have many companies to come. The main thing you should do is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to get into the companies. Prepare yourself to be good and great. Do it. Everything will come to you unless you do your best. Next thing, the learning platforms. This is the most important thing that everyone need right now. Basically, the learning platforms for aptitude, which I prefer, is IndiaBix, Hitbulls, and PrepInsta. IndiaBix have every kind of questions, so it will be very easy for you. And if you want to go to higher level, like on level of government exam ಇಂದು aptitudes ನ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನನಗೆ ಒಂಥರ boost feel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So I could even attend the government as well as the placement exams. One thing is that government exam aptitude are tougher than the placement level drives exams. Keep it in mind, so that if you prepare for the government exam, placement drive exams like problems will be an easy part for you. So Hitbullseye is one of the website which will have the government exams questions, basically like banking as well as some of the UPSC exams as well. And PrepInsta is a website which has questions related to the company. Like if you want to prepare for TCS, it has something for TCS, for Accenture something for Accenture, and so on. Second thing is build confidence in yourself. Everything you have. This is thing which most of the people in webinar don't say to you. Most of you feel like, okay, aptitude ide, coding ide, saku nan place ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So but the thing is that the confidence which you have in yourself plays a really great part. If you say I will do it, I can do it, you can, rather than saying hey namgalla amma, this is for toppers. There is nothing like toppers and bottoms in college. We teach someone like topper, we teach someone like bottoms, but I bet you that the persons who are in the middle are the real kings. Because I'm the person who got a back subject in my 4th sem, but still cleared 2 companies. I feel myself proud, saying that if you really want to do something, there are 1,000 things which comes in your way. Stop pretending that you can't do it. Instead, wake up, make yourself great, and do it as well. So the most important thing is build confidence in yourself. And the next thing is coding. As I said, for C, it is preferred to read what you had in the first year. For Java, C++, and Python, programmers and geeks for geeks are good. For students of non-IT, I would like to suggest, as my concern, Python is best for you guys. If you like want to learn something new rather than C, Python is best because it is similar to an English and coding language. You can just connect it as well. So it is better with the indentation, better with the syntaxes when you compare with Java and C++. They are very lengthier one. And if you guys have already started Java and C++, you can just go through it. If there are someone who are interested in I want to learn something new, like you want to learn machine learning, deep sciences, web development, Python is the best thing for you. So these are the coding knowledges that you guys should have. Moving further, how to prepare for interview. The first thing which a person needs is a practice, right? You just can't go and sit for an interview. Imagine you have only one company left and you're just going, this is the last interview that you will be attending in the year. What will you do? Will you just go and sit like freely? No, right? What you will do is you need to plan those things. So, what are the things that a person should do to prepare himself for the interview? The first thing is get the frequently asked questions from the seniors. So, there may be some seniors that you know who might have just gone through the interview or might have cleared the interview. Just go through them and ask what were the question asked to you last time. Like, how did you answer those things? How should I answer those things? Ask those things. Next is plan on how to answer. Basically, there are some questions. How do you tell me about yourself? There are some students who may add their school sections, everything as well. Now, asking this question to me, the best way that I could answer, that I have answered in 2 to 3 companies is, if someone asks you, tell me about yourself, I would be saying that, good morning. If it is morning, good morning, sir. My name is Karthikeya. I am pursuing my final year of engineering as a mechanical engineer in EIT Chikmagalur. Then straightly move to the hobbies. Don't just pull something else. My hobbies are playing cricket, playing badminton, listening to music. And if you are a good traveler, you just say, I like to travel throughout the places, and I can stay in different places as well. And I am ready to relocate, and I could be in any place, and I am fit for any places, like any states as well. And when you end these things, you should say, this is all about myself, so that it should get an end. Not just like you speak something, you put a break there. Anything you start, you need to end it as well. So this is how you plan. Maybe there is someone better than me in this webinar who could give an introduction. There are someone better than me in the around 80 to 90% out here. So everyone have their own ideas. So put out your ideas, plan yourself. Now, I plan myself. How should I showcase that? There are 2 things. You guys have a mirror in your house, right? That's for sure. Everyone will have a mirror in their house. Or you might have some friends whom you enjoy with. Make your friends to create a webinar or to call you and just make them to question you some questions of the companies. Like, imagine you are placed at TCS and you have completed your first round of your TCS. You have to move to your HR round. Call a friend and say that, Maga nange prepare aagide. Can you just ask some questions so that I could answer, and can you just give me feedback how it is? There are some friends who could say, even if it is good, it's not good, but go with your close friends, or better is that you just ask your parents to do it. Okay. So now, whenever the preparation comes in, stand in front of a mirror, showcase yourself what you are doing, saying that, okay, you just move with your hand movements as well. My name is Karthikeya, or my name is Darshan, or my name is Harsha MV. You start it in this way so that everything goes in a preparation. You do the preparation as well. Do it once, do it twice, do it thrice. Speak, go to some better thing to make yourself great is that have a good communication with the people around you. Not just like you see someone and just smile and come back. Don't do it with everyone. The persons you feel that, yeah, he could be the person with whom I could talk. You just go and have a talk with them. You have lecturers, you go and ask doubt with them. It's not like asking doubt to lecturers just because you have a doubt. It may increase your communication skill as well. Like if you talk to lecturers, the main fear that engineering students have is lecturers. No lecturer will do that. If he's busy, he will say he's busy. If he's free, he will say he's free. So you guys go and can talk with the lecturers as well. I have talked with many of the lecturers. I have Manu sir here too. I have asked many doubts to him too. He's a very good lecturer, and even Vilas sir and everyone in the mechanical branch. I would like to thank all of them. And this is how you can build your communication skill. Try to speak as much people as you can, and try to join to some competitions where you could showcase your speech, or you could write some essays. You could showcase your ideas, so that there will be an increase in your English vocals as well as the communication skill. Now there is one more thing which rises. My English is not perfect. How would I do it? It is not about English that you speak. It is about how you communicate. How would you make your point clear to the person you are saying it? Now there may be 2 things. One thing. Imagine I have to go to Bangalore tomorrow. I would say I am going to Bangalore tomorrow is one way, and the other thing is tomorrow I going Bangalore. This English may not be perfect, but the meaning is correct, right? Tomorrow I am going Bangalore. So the thing which you need is the communication part. The thing which you need is the person who is asking you something should know what you're speaking. If that's good, then you're perfect. No need of a perfect English as well. There are many people, many persons who have cleared some companies with a very medium English knowledge as well. So that if you feel that you need a good English, you like US English, don't have that accent. Be what you are. Speak much. If you really want to develop yourself, speak much. Watch English movies. Speak yourself with friends. Watch English songs. Sorry, hear English songs. Listen to the songs. Listen to the words. Listen to how they pronounce. So that it would build your communication skills as well. Now, the last thing which you should do before going to the interview is go through the company's website which you are giving the interview for. Imagine if you are giving interview to TCS, go to the company website and just see who started. It was started by Jamshedji Tata in the 1868. TCS was begun in 1968, and the headquarters are in Mumbai. Now, how many persons are working in TCS? Where are the company different subquarters of TCS? So that you could just make the person who is asking you feel that okay, he knows about our company around a little bit, may not be everything. Don't just go with Sensex's inferior rate, the last spike rate, or the some other rates. Instead, you just go with the company website, go with who is the present CEO as well. So that how much clients did TCS offer till now, how much satisfied clients are there. If you could do it in this way. Next is look at some of their previous interviews. You have many websites like YouTube, you have something called as you have Google, you have Instagrams. Instead of looking something else, just go through this companies previous. There are many around thousands of interview videos which someone may have shared, so that you could just get an idea what this company really asks, how the person who is answering is giving his ideas, what should I take from him, will work. And the last thing is say it in yourself. I can and I will do my best. You should have this. You would be like, Agata, yako kasta ide anistide. If you have that fear in your mind, you are doomed. No matter how much you prepare, be 100% of what you prepared. I know we have that mechanical, that civil, we have who have learned module 1, module 2 and half of the module of 3 and feel that okay, I will pass in the exam. We have that intelligent, wonderful people out here, and I am damn sure that if you keep the same confidence with preparing as much as you can, not like you can't just prepare for module 1, module 2 and module 3, half of the module 3 in the placement drives. Don't even do it in the exams as well, college exams as well. I'm just taking the example. If you prepare as well and if you have this confidence out there, I will tell you, you will be boom in the industries. You will be a kingpin. You will be the top person who the company would want to hire. You see, no matter 500 may speak, that one person will say, I need this person in my company. If that comes, you are on a top part. One thing that I would tell to non-IT guys is if you just know how to clear a company, if you get cleared in one company, the companies which come further will be an easy peasy for you. See, I cleared TCS at the first part, and I am very happy that I cleared Infosys as well. I have attended the final round of Accenture. I have cleared my first round of CSS. So, and I have gone through the final round of FacePrep, and I didn't get selected. But I'm not sad because I know that what's good for me. I know I have done something wrong, and not a problem. I will make myself improve. And there are some persons who will be like, if they don't get companies till the very end, they will have a dilemma that no, I think it's not for me. Nanagagalla, nanigidalla. Don't do that. Do work daily. Make your plans, make your schedule. Say that my days are yet to come. If not this company, the other company will be waiting for you. Don't just get sad saying that Angi company, Agilai company, Bekit. There are many persons who might not have got their dream job. Like there are some persons who want to go to TCS who don't get that. There's some people who want to go to Infosys, they didn't get that. But I want to say you guys is that no matter if you get your dream job, yes or no, but you can go through some other IT company and you can just jump back to these companies which you felt this was your dream job. Imagine you want to go to TCS and you didn't get TCS, you got Infosys. Work for 1 to 2 years in Infosys, take a jump to TCS. That will be an easy part for you. Now you have your dream job in your hand as well. Don't just be sad saying that I didn't get it in first go. Just work on, try hard, do your level best. Everything will be there. I bet you every one of you will have that position which is really waiting for you. If there are more 3 or 4 different type of persons in non-IT that I have seen, Some are very interested in business part, they go for business. Some are good with their IT skills, they go for IT companies. Some of them are there who will continue with their father's profession as well. Some of them will be the entrepreneurs as well. Some of them will go to the government exams. Same to the non-ITs, that if you don't get any placement drives, I don't wish that. If you don't get, there are thousands of government jobs waiting for you. But the main plan, I would say, I would like to add these things after the point of the government exams done by Harsha. I'll be saying one more thing for you, like how to plan for those things. Now, for the present, be confident of what you have, be confident of what you did. Quantity is important, then quality. So, I mean, quality is important, then quantity. Do your 100%, say that I could do it. Make your parents happy, make your family happy. That's the most happiest thing which you will have in your life. Next thing is how to set my mindset to the best of the best. This is the most, I think everyone who is sitting and who want to be a great person will look at this slide. I want everyone, if there are someone doing some else things, I want just everyone to see these things. This may not be just for the placement, for everything you do. The first important thing that you should do is plan accordingly. No matter whatever you do, either it may be placements or government exams or the thing which you do, you need to plan accordingly, right? So imagine I am speaking about placement and I'll be going through the placement point. If you want to plan, in the month of September or October, you'll be having the TCS recruitment drive for the year 2022. That is the third year of now. For your next semester, you will be having the first company will be TCS, and this will be the national qualifier test. That is, they may not be coming to your college and hiring you. The test will be through the nationals, where the hiring process will take on. So it is around 2 to 3 months, I guess, for your exams. And how to plan for those exams, how to get ready for those exams. The first thing you should do is you need to plan those things. First thing, okay, for day this much, I have this much of day. For this much of days, I should do this. I should go with this. I could do this. And I will keep a gap of around 1 to 2 weeks for the exam as well as my preparations, so that in 2 weeks I could brush all the things. I could make myself perfect in doing these things. So this is planning accordingly. You should plan what to do before doing something. Next thing which comes is collect and prepare. You plan something to do, you need to collect the resources for the things which you should do, right? You want to learn aptitude from today for 2 weeks. You should collect the resources at the very beginning. Not like you want to do a topic called as permutation and combination today, and for after 2 days you'll be going with profit and loss. Not to just like, okay, this a bit mail profit and loss, this a bit mail, then I collect madakona. Don't do that. Take a 1 whole day or 2 whole days. Take all the topics at one go. Keep all the topics. Make a Microsoft Word page. Make all the problems like questions with the answers with the processes of how to do it. Or else go through the YouTube. You will get very beautiful videos in the YouTube where you could just learn how to build aptitudes, how to build your communication skill, everything as well. So you collect everything, you prepare for what you do. Next thing which works is work on more things. Now you feel that okay, ishtu saku. If you have time, the work on more things will work only if you have extra time with you. Imagine you have completed everything. Now let's say that you have completed everything in aptitude, quantitative, logical, and verbal. You're good with that. You're good with basics of C. Now you have some time. I think that you guys should go with the coding of C's as well. There'll be something like draw diamond using stars, or there are many such things. Draw half pyramid, draw a pyramid, or some other coding like write a palindrome of a number, give the palindrome, check whether the year is leap year or not. You had this, I guess, in the first years as well. In the labs, I mean CPPS lab, if you have it, you have these things. Go through these things again, make everything perfect, and do yourself good in these things. And next is focus on one point at a time. Now, what does this mean is, imagine you are preparing for quantitative in the aptitude part, and you feel that sometimes there are some persons who feel that okay, this is enough for me for today, I will be going with the logical. Don't do that. Instead, complete that single part. Imagine you are doing profit and loss. Don't just stop it in the half and go to the logical. Instead, you complete the whole profit and loss, then go to the logical part. So focus on one point at one time. 1.1 go. Imagine you are doing C at the half. Someone will say, "Oh, Python kaliyo, idu kalitya." Then you go for the Python. Don't do that. If you are doing C, B, C, do what you think, not what others says. I think you are getting this thing. Do what you think. Now I am saying you to plan accordingly. Now you people are like, ನೀವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಾವೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Don't do that. This is not about those things. I'm saying it. If you are planning one, do that one thing. Imagine if someone is saying C, you are doing C, someone is saying Python. You do what you like. This works in that way, not in interaction between me and you guys right now. So next, have a positive vibe. Saying Isala Cup Namde. There are many RCB fans in the group, I guess. Don't shout saying woo. I know that. Even I am a RCB fan as well as some Mumbai Indians fan. Don't beat me, I'm sorry. So you guys have a positive vibe. Saying, I can do it. Isala Cup Namde Nani. So the pakka interview clear made martini. Have that positive attitude in you. Go with the happiest smile. Go with the positive smile and say, sir. And show what you are to the HR. Show what you are in the aptitude questions. Be happy, be confident. Everything will be as easy as you think. Next, the thing which I said before is be confident on yourself. You say, I can do it, then you can do it, right? You say that, okay, I can't do it. There are some persons saying this. I'm sorry to interfere. There are some persons saying that ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ IIT ಅವರು ಬರೀತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ನನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ನಿಲ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. So around 720 people, students are there in 1 year, I guess. If it is 120 per branch, around 720 or 600 to 650. And there might be around 500 to 400 writing the exams. And companies like TCS and Infosys may hire around 16 to 17 students at a go. Now, the people from non-IT will have the fear that ನಮ್ಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು 200-300 ಜನ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೋ ಕರ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. Don't say that. You should be like, ನಾನು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ಬೆಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ಬೆಟರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ನಾನ್ ಐ ಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗಿದೆ ಬೆಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಶೋ ದಟ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಡೌನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರೂಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ who are from mechanical, I had my friend called as Likita in civil department. A person asked him which branch you are, and who was her known person, and she said civil department, and he asked that why the girls are going to civil department. And if you are boys, there are some persons may ask you, why you boys are going to mechanical department? Why don't you join CS? Mechanical ali kelsa sigalla, mechanical gadilla, mechanical gedilla. Getting a branch, getting a degree, if you really want it as a degree certificate, it's a degree certificate. Mechanical ಮಾಡಿದೆ 4 ವರ್ಷ degree certificate ತಗೊಂಡೆ ಹೋದೆ, bye. It's as simple as that. If you need a company, if you go to government exam, be thorough with everything you do. Be happy that I am a mechanical engineer. It's not just like Royal Mechanical or King of the King's Civil or something EC or CS. Just when you say something, you need to prove that you are. See, I am very happy to say I am a mechanical engineer getting placed at TCS and Infosys. Everyone praise me. Mechanical habit IT siktala great. Mechanical habit IT siktala great. So I just don't want it to be me. I want everyone from mechanical engineering getting this praise. So this is why I planned this webinar for you non-IT guys with Rakshat as well. So you guys need to boost up, saying I can do it, I will do it. Be confident on yourself. You plan something, keep it in mind. Make a separate notes. Don't be just like what you do in your college life. ಮುಂದೆ 200 page book ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು, first 100 page one subject, in the 100 page ಇನ್ನೊಂದು subject. Don't do it in these things. If you are doing an aptitude for quantitative, keep a separate book. For logical, separate. For verbal, no need of any books for verbal. You just go through the internet as well. That's worth enough. To go for C programming, you just take a book, write on it. There will be some structures you should know. There will be some loops. There will be some conditional statements which you have. There will be some pointers or arrays as well as data structures which you might need in the basics of C. So you need do everything separate, because getting degree or getting job is not same, and both of them are not so easy as you think. There may be some persons who are getting pass in all subjects saying, aram pass agtane 4 ವರ್ಷ engineering ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾಗಿದೆ. But people outside will ask you, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ? What did you do? Second. Like, is my sound audible? Anyone?
Yes, you are
Yes,
on.
yes, it's on. It's on.
There was a glitch in the internet connection. So they will be, as I was saying, getting a degree is not as such like getting degree, got degree, you'll get outside. But the people you might have seen this with your seniors or with your brothers as well. There are some persons who will asking final year, kelsa sikta, did you get a job? They won't ask you which branch you are. They will ask you, did you get a job? And if you just face them, you would say, illa, I am trying. But whenever your parents will face them, what will they say? Can they say, no, he's trying? If you are in third year, second year, first year, they may say, yeah, he's trying. He is yet to come to the final year, so he will do it. But when you are at a final year and if you have the situation of not having a job in your hand, what will your parents say? Yeah, you enjoy everything in your life, everything is great. But until you get a job, you enjoy after getting a job, go to a job, work. You have weekends, enjoy what you want. I'm not saying you not to enjoy in your engineering life, but plan it. Say that, okay, ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, go and no, you just move, not a problem. But ವಾರ ಇಡೀ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಬಂಕ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Most wrong thing that a non-IT do is bunking HRD classes and the classes of your colleges. Don't do that. You have Saturdays and Sundays to bunk. I have done this and I am feeling the pain. I am the person who is still planning to write engineering service exam and I know the pain of bunking the classes. I may not have bunked a week or something. Around, if I have even bunked 4 to 5 classes in a year, I am feeling that, oh, a topic in Adis and Nita it would be easy for me to write engineering service exam. So don't do that. Don't bunk HRDs, because if you feel that I need a bridge between placement and myself, the HRD will do this. Siddharth sir will do every. There is a person from, if many of you are from AIT, we have our HRD person, placement officer Siddharth sir in the webinar, I guess. He will do everything you need. He guided me in every way. When I had a TCS exam, he sent me thousands of questions which interviewers ask. So you will be getting a great help. No matter if you are from AIT or from other colleges, you go to your placement officers, they will help you in any way. There will be no barrier for you and your company. The thing which you want is to plan yourself. So these are the things which you could do to be the best of the best. Because for in 400 to 500, you be the one. It's not an easy task. So plan it. Do as you wish. If you guys really need this PPT, I would ask Rakshat to share it to you guys too. So next, going from best of the best. Now, one more thing you guys need is you guys should have an account in these things. First is LinkedIn. Many of them don't know what LinkedIn is. Yesterday in the IT webinar, Mr. Shivaprakash, if he's there, I don't know whether if he's there in the webinar or not. He shared some ideas as well, and now I would like to add some more things to this. Rakshat, is Shivaprakash there in the webinar? Did he join?
I guess no, he's been outside.
Okay, fine. Like if he was there, I would like made him to talk. Not a problem. Okay. So these are the accounts which you should have. First is LinkedIn. Now, what is LinkedIn? Basically, many of you join to LinkedIn, but you don't know what really LinkedIn is. I will tell you 2 things in this. First, imagine you have done a certification. Now, where would you show this certificate? You can't just print out and keep it in your home saying that a wall of fame, right? You can't do it. Instead, if you gain a certificate in some courses, if you really want to highlight it, LinkedIn is the best place that you could do. Share the certificate in the LinkedIn. So that someone connect to many people. There will be many persons, like someone who have just joined the company, someone in the intermediate, someone with the HR, someone with the CEO of some companies. Everyone that you will get is only in the LinkedIn. Instagram was working this process as well, but in the present days this is not working. So LinkedIn is one of the most great platform that I would prefer to all non-ITs as well as ITs to have an account in. Showcase what you have done. If you have done coding and you have got a certificate, share it. Or there will be some light tests that test that you will have in LinkedIn as well. Imagine you have done C, there will be a test in C in LinkedIn. If you clear it, the HRs who want the person having the knowledge of C, they may contact you as well. So no need of just going through every company. There will be some companies who are coming to you as well. And there are some things in LinkedIn where you can apply for the companies too. And you can connect with the HRs as well. You can connect with HRs asking if there are any openings. What are the openings that you have? Is mechanical engineer, civil engineer have a chance to get into your company? You can do that. Second one is GitHub. GitHub is basically mainly for the IT branches, but the non-ITs can also use it. it is the place where you can just showcase the projects ideas or the projects that you do, so that everyone using GitHub account can use see that. Okay, if imagine any HR as an there may be some placement drives where they might ask you your GitHub account ID as well as your LinkedIn ID. LinkedIn ID is mostly asked in every company, if I'm not wrong, but GitHub is asked in some companies. If you have a project and if you show your if you send your GitHub link, when they see it, if you have the project which is very interesting, or if you have done the project in a beautiful manner, there are chances of you that you are already at the 50 to 60% inside the company. And I think you are getting it. You are already in the half of the part of the company. They already have a good impression about you in their minds. Okay, this person has this creative idea, so he can make something good in the company as well. So they will have that positive vibe in you. Next thing is the HackerRank, HackerEarth. These are the places where you can showcase your coding skills and get placed in the both HackerRank and HackerEarth. There will be daily competitions based on full stacks as well as freshers hiring as well, or some circuit competitions as well as AI hackathons, which are done by different companies through this website. And the last two things which I should share is Yenboard and Naukri. Yenboard is one of the website or the application where you can connect with different persons as well, and there will be daily postings of the company. I mean, the placement drives. Either it may be ITs, non-ITs, or some other departments. Maybe some people are good at. Imagine if you are good at photography, you might have the chances to get a company which allows photography, which has a photography as a profession in them. So there are chances that you could go through as well. Naukri is the website where you will be getting some companies and you can apply for. And if your resume is shortlisted, they may mail you as well. So these are the accounts that you should have. Next, coming to the end part, these are some of the government exams for ITs and non-ITs as well. UPSC Civil Services Exam, Engineering Service, SSC, Police Sub-Inspectors, and KAS and others, so on. There are many things in the government sector that you can work with. Now, I request my friend Harsha to continue with the government part, so that anything you guys have in QA session, you can just ask me after the government part. So, Harsha.
Okay, thank you, Karthik. Let me continue.
Thank you.
Okay, this is Harsha. Let me share the screen now. Okay, is my slide is visible? Hello?
Yeah, it is. You can move on.
Okay. Let me start. Okay, let me start with the slideshow. Okay, first of all, ನಾನು ಹರ್ಷ ಅಂತ 8th SEM ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ AIT ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ IT ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ನಾನ್ IT ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ನವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಐ ಸಿ ಇದವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, IT ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ನಮಗೆ CS ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮಿತ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ನವರಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ನೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್. ನಮಗೆ ಇರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ, ವೈಡ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ IT ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೋರ್ ಕಡೆನಾರು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಡೆ ಯಾರು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಜಾಬ್ಗಳು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್. ಅದೇ ತರ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯಾರು ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ TCS, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ TCS ಅಲ್ಲಿ CS ಇರೋರ, CS ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದವರೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದು TCS ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ಫೋಸಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಂಚರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಜೋಕ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಹಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಹರ್ಷ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ, ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಚೇಂಜ್. ಸೊ ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್. ನಾನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ UPSC ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ KPSC ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ RRB ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, IBPS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, RRB ಬರುತ್ತೆ, CDS ಬರುತ್ತೆ, IBPS ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿಲಿ KPSC ಮತ್ತೆ UPSC ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, UPSC ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. NDA ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ CDS ಅಂತ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೀಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. IAS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಅಥವಾ IPS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಫೇಮಸ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ CM ಹೆಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಬರೋದೇ DC when it comes to administration. When it comes to law and order, it is SP. ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ DC ಮತ್ತೆ SP ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅವರಿಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಡೀ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಇಂದ. ಸೊ ಬೆಟರ್ ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ IAS ಮತ್ತೆ IPS ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅಂಡ್ UPSC ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂತದ್ದು ಕಮಿಷನ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ಲೈಕ್ ನಾವು SSLC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರದ್ವಿ. SSLC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ conducted by SSLC board, it is KCEB board which conduct SSLC exam. Adhe tara UPSC is an board that conducts the examination for civil service examination. And later stages alli engineering service ಬಗ್ಗೆ, that is IES, Indian Engineering Services exams ಇದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಯೂನಿಯನ್ UPSC ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ KPSC, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ SDA ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, FDA ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಗೆಜೆಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, KS ಅಂತ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ತಹಶೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. AC ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 3 or 4 ತಾಲೂಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು DC ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಉಂಟು. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, PSI ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ PC ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ತುಂಬಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಮ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಇದ್ರ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, UPSC ಟಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಪ್ಪ, ನಮಗ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಮ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನವ್ರಿಗಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ನಮಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಆತರ ಏನಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ ಬೇಡ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಇರೋರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ರವಿ ಡಿ ಚನ್ನಣ್ಣನವರ್ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ರವಿ ಡಿ ಚನ್ನಣ್ಣನವರ್ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದಿರ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದಯಾನಂದ್ ಸರ್, ಹಿ ವರ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ DC ಆಗಿದ್ರು. ದಯಾನಂದ್ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಅವರು ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ, SSLC ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, SSLC ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗು, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಓದಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಲೈನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಮೆಜೆಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸುತ್ತ ಅವರೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಂಬಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ನೆಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಒಂದಿನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಸತ್ತಂತೆ, ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. ಆಗ he took up the exam, every exam up to he completed BA or MA, he completed via correspondence. Most of the cases ಅಲ್ಲಿ correspondence ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 1998 ಅಲ್ಲೋ 1996 ಅಲ್ಲೋ KS ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ KPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಎ ತಹಶೀಲ್ದಾರ್, ದೆನ್ ಹಿ ಸರ್ವ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ DC ಆಫ್ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ರಾವ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನವರು ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು 2020 ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಭಾಸ್ಕರ್ ರಾವ್ ಅವರು. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಲೈಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ತೆಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಟ್ರಾಶ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪ ಉತ್ತರ ಪ್ರದೇಶ ಬಿಹಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಹಾರಿಂದ ಇವ್ರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 60% 50% SSLC ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ತಗೋಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗ್ದಿರೋ ಅಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳೋ ತರ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, PUC ಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ನಾನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು PU ಅಲ್ಲಿ 68% ತಗೊಂತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ BA ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ MA ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಆರ್ಮಿಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ನಾನು UPSC ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಗಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ. ಬಟ್ he cleared the UPSC and he joined as a IPS officer of Karnataka and he's now working as an commissioner of any of the department. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಅಣ್ಣಾಮಲೈ ಸರ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ನಮ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ಅಂತ ಅದು ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಯಾರು ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ನಮ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಮಹಾಂತೇಶ್ ಬೀಳಗಿ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ದಾವಣಗೆರೆ DC ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಅವ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಓದಕ್ ಆಗ್ದಲೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು BA ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತವ್ರು ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರು BA ಕಾಮರ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಆರ್ಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, BA ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, MA ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟೀಚರ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡಿತಾರೆ, ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ 1999 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ KS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೆ 4th ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. They are not coming from any of the background. everything matters is your talent, your dedication, your patience. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು UPSC ಅಂಡ್ KPSC ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಚೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೈನ್ ನನ್ನ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮೈನ್ ಇರೋದು ಏನ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್. 21 years ಏಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವ್ ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, BA ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, BCom ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, BSc ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, BE ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, MBBS ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, BCA ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. UPSC ನೀವ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅದೇನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ, ನೀವ್ MA ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, MTech ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, PhD ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. UPSC will just ask whether you are clear the degree, then you are eligible to take the examination. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗಂತ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ನವರು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಹೌದು, ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ನವರು ಕೂಡ UPSC ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ನೇಪಾಳ ಅದೇನೇನೋ ಕೆಲವು ಇದಿದೆ, ನೇಪಾಳ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರು ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್ ಕನ್ಸೈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದವರು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಜನರಲ್ಗೆ 6 attempts ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜನರಲ್ ಮೆರಿಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕಲಿ ವೀಕರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ 6 attempts ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಂತೀವಿ OBC ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 9 attempts ಇರುತ್ತೆ. SC ಮತ್ತೆ ST ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ 35 years of 38 years ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿತ್ ಇದು ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ UPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, IAS ಮತ್ತೆ IPS ಅಂತ. ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ KPSC, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ KS ಅಂತ ಏನಂತೀವಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು MCQ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಒಂದಿನ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. 10 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನನೋ 8 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನನೋ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, 8 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನನೋ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನನೋ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ MCQ ಟೈಪ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ, MCQ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು CSAT ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಡೀಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 questions ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 200 marks ಗೆ 2 marks per each question. That is you get 200 marks. 100 into 2 that is 200. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದೇನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is a negative marking of 1/3 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0.6. ನೀವು 1 ರಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0.66 marks ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ CSAT. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 80 question ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 200 marks. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2.5 marks per each question. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 2.5 marks ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ತರ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಪರ್ 2 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ CSAT ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. CSAT ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಡಾಟಾ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಟಫ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ 33% ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 33% ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ 33% ಆಫ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 68 marks ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್. ಇದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಈ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್, ಯುವರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 30 ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. 30 question ನೀವು 80 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಡ್ CSAT and your ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 will evaluated. ಈ ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ, ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮುಂದೆ ನಾನು ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂಡ್ CSAT ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 ರಾಂಗ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೆ 0.87 marks ರಾಂಗ್ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 2.5 marks. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ MCQ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪೇಪರ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇಕೆನ್ಸಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೋ ಆ ವೇಕೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ UPSC ಒಂದು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು 1:10 ಅಂತಾನೋ 1 post ಗೆ 10 members ಅಂತಾನೋ ಏನೋ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ. ನೋಡಿ, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 7 ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ SA, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ 1 ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ 2. ಈಚ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ 250 marks. 250 into 7 70 1750 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1750 marks ಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದ್ ಬರೀತೀರಾ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಎಸ್ಸೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, 1200 ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 4 ಎಸ್ಸೆಗಳು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, 4 ಎಸ್ಸೆಲ್ 1 ಎಸ್ಸೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, 4 ತಗೊಂಡು 2 ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. GS1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 250 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. GS2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಜನರಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ 2 ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗವರ್ನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು 250 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. GS3 ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್, ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪೇಪರ್ 5 ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಫೇವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೇವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ವೀಕರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನವರು BSc ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್, ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಮೋಷನಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಡಳಿತ ಶೈಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ನಾನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾರೋ ನಾನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಂಗೆ ಈ ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ ಉಂಟು. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಿ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲಾ ಪೇಪರು ಸೇಮ್, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಪರ್ 6 ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇಪರ್ 7 ಅಂತ ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ 1, ಪೇಪರ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ KS ಅಂತ ಏನಿದೆ, KSಗೂ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪೇಪರ್ 5 ತನಕ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. KS ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವ್ರು ತೆಗ್ದಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಫೆಮಿನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡೋರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. KS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ KS ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 5 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೋಷಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್, ಹಿಂದಿ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್, ಅಸ್ಸಾಮಿ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್, ಬೆಂಗಾಲಿ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್, ಮರಾಠಿ, ನೇಪಾಳ, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ವಾಸ್ಟ್ 26 ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ, 23 ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ರೆಡಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಡನ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ UPSC ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿದೆ ಕೋಟ್, ಜಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ನನ್ ಅಂತ. ನೋ, UPSC ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇದಾದ್ರೆ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದವರು ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಟರೇಚರ್ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಆಂಥ್ರೋಪಾಲಜಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಟಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬಟ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹನುಮಂತರಾಯ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ರು SP ಇದಾರೆ, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಾವಣಗೆರೆ SP ಆಗಿರಿ, ಈಗ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ. ಅವರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ತಗೊಂಡು he cleared the UPSC and he is working as an IPS officer. Okay, next coming to the ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ, ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಎದುರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ IAS ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ರೆ ಇದು IAS ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಆ ತರ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 275 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎದುರಿಸ್ತೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ, ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಮೋಷನಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ, ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. UPSC ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ 275 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು KS ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ 50 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು UPSC ದ ಮೇನ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ಬೇರೆ 4 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ನೀವು ಹೆದರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ PDF ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಹಿಂದೂ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೂ ಓದೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೂ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ದಿನಾನೇ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೂನ ಬರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಎಡಿಟೋರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೇನ್ ವ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ NCERT, ನೀವು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ NCERT ಪ್ರಿಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ IAS ಬಾಬಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ವಿಷನ್ IAS ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ IAS ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, PIB ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬ್ಯೂರೋ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು PDF ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಲೈಮರ್ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ನಾಲೆಜ್. ನಾನು ಏನು ನಿಮ್ ತರ, ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ನಾನೇನು UPSC ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು IAS ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ ತರಾನೇ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಥವಾ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ಗಳು ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ಗಳು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ನೋ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಎಂಡ್, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು, ದ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್, ದ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ರೀಡರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು, ದ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ಅ ಬುಕ್, ದ ಗೋಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ರೀಡರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೀಡರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಹೀಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, UPSC ಮತ್ತೆ KPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. 1 ವರ್ಷ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, 1 ವರ್ಷ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 2 years ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ನೇ ಇಯರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 2 ವರ್ಷ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದ್ ನಮಗ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್, ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟವ್ರು ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರಂತೆ, ಆ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ವೆಬಿನಾರ್, ಒಂದು ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರು DC, ಈಗ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ DC ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ KN ರಮೇಶ್ ಸರ್ ಅನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ದಯಾನಂದ್ ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾರೋ ಕೇಳಿದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಹಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದಾಗಿದೆ ಬರೀ ದುಡ್ಡಿರೋರೇ ಆಗಿರೋರು, ಯಾರು ಫ್ರಮ್ ಟ್ರಾಶ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋರು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೀವು. ವಿನ್ನರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೂಸರಿಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ದೇ ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಗೋಲ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಕಮ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ, ಹೇಗೆ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ UPSC ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಈ ಲೈನ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ವೆನ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್, ಐ ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಕಟರ್ hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as crack shown in it. At the 100 and the first blow it will split into two, and I know it was not that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ 100 ಏಟು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, 101ನೇ ಏಟ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ರಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ what you say consistency that has make you to achieve. It is not ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ನಾನು UPSC ತಗೊಂಡೆ, ನೋ. ನಿಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಹೇಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಒಂದಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಅನ್ನೇ ರೀಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕೆ ಹೊರತು, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೀವ್ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ನನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಮ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕಮಂಗ್ಳೂರು DC ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಸರ್ ನಾವ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ತನಕ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೀನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ತನಕ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ, ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನ್ ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಡ, ನೀನ್ ಏನಾರು ಬೇರೆ DC ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನ್ ತಹಶೀಲ್ದಾರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀಯಾ ಅಂತ he answered me. So ನೀವು IAS ಗೆ UPSC ಗೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ PSI ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ IBPS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, 3 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. CDS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, RBI ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ರೈಲ್ವೆ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ RRB ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, SSC ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ನಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ನವರಿಗೆ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ JE ಗಳಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಅಂತದ್ದು PWD ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ ಕೋರ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೋರ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಥವಾ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸುಂದರ್ ಪಿಚಾಯ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಇಸ್ ಅಂತದ್ದು ಮೆಟಲರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಏನೋ IIT ಖರಗ್ಪುರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ made him difference ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is all about his consistency and it is his work. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸತ್ಯ ನಡೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾನ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ GSP ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಫಾದರ್ ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ, he amazed with my marks, could someone be so bad ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಂತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ he transformed into Microsoft CEO, ಈಗ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ, ಯುವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ನೀವು ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಆರ್ ಅದರ್ ಡೇ ನೀವು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಟ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ 1 ಗಂಟೆನೇ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಂಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಹೋಪ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿದ್ರೆ ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು ರಕ್ಷತ್, ಗೇಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ CDS ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಡ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಓವರ್ ಟು ಯು ರಕ್ಷತ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Akshay, thank you. Is there any doubt? I could just say any notice like GATE exam will be commenced on February and ESC ಈ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದೇ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 1 year ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದೆ, ನೋಡಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್?
Yeah, just until they correct the questions, I think I could just continue with some of the small parts that I remain. Is that fine, Rakshit? Tondre illalla onchuru last small parts, like I would just complete my things so that okay. So as my friend Harsha ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ದ, basically gave everything which a person who is writing UPSC ಬರೋರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ clear cut ಆಗಿ. I don't think someone will give as much as a clear cut as he did. Short time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಖತ್ತಾಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಏನೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದ. So basically before coming to this thing, I would give, I said you that will be some strategy which I will be giving. ನಾನು ಯಾವ ತರ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. Basically there are maybe 3-year students, first year, second year and third year. If there are first years, I would like to say take at least half an hour to 1 hour of your day, start ಮಾಡಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. If you are at the first year, it is very great time to learn complete coding part of any branch. Like if you want to learn Python first year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, you can do it until the final year. It's very easy. ತುಂಬಾ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಡದಿರೋ ಟೈಮ್ಗಳನ್ನ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ as well as aptitude. If there are students from the second year, I should say you guys is basic coding ಗಳನ್ನ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ. ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದ್ದವರಿಗಂತೂ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಹೆವಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್. as Harsha said, ದ ಹಿಂದೂ ಪೇಪರ್ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆದ್ರೆ UPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ನೀವೇ ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ Harsha, ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ the team Tech with Mac or you, the audience will be heavily different. Everyone may not be the same. The level of grasping powers will be different for everyone. So atara prepare madi. For the third years, I need to share one thing is that follow one idea of mine, that is 2021. You are in the year called as 2021, right? So according to you, what 2021 all about is, it's just splitting the topics. Imagine you have 2021 where 2 will be aptitude, 0 will be the logical and verbal, 2 will be the coding and 1 will be the self preparation. So what does this do? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, on the first day when you begin, if you do this 2021, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀನಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, 2021 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 2 topics of aptitude ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. that will be 2. 0 for logical and verbal. ಆ ದಿವಸ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ವರ್ಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಬೇಡಿ, ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 2 will be ಅದರ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಒಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಒಂದ್ 2 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ, 2 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಂಡ್ 1 will be presenting yourself. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಓದಿ. ಆ 1 ಇರೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ you can just go with any of the novels. You can make your English go sharp. You can build your communication and do a loop of this. First day 2 aptitude 2 logical idre, next day 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 logical 1 verbal ಕೊಡಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಗೆ 2 hours ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ವರ್ಬಲ್ 2 hours ಕೊಡಿ. ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಶನ್ 2 hours ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಗೆ 2 hours ಕೊಡಿ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ so that 2021 you can finish everything inside 2021 is my wish for the third years. So last thing that I would like to add is, remember these things in your entire life. I would say to every juniors of mine, if I have these persons who are in my age as well, ಇಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. One thing is that even you guys win or lose, even if you guys gain or loss, it's only you who will be getting the consequences. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಖುಷಿಯಲ್ಲಿರು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ, ನಂದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಅನ್ನೋ ಬೇಜಾರಲ್ಲಿರು. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಿಕ್ತ ನಿನ್ಗೆ, ನನಗಿಂದ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದಿರು. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ, ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯು, ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಓ ನಾನಂಗ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವನಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಒಂದ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪನಿ ಬರೀತಾನೆ, That's the person's wish, not the wish of yours. If you want to do something, you do it by yourself. You are happy with taking more companies. Why do you take more companies? You feel that okay, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ salary ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, so you can do it. Second thing which do is be happy and feel great for what you have. ಏನಿದೆ ಖುಷಿ ಪಡಿ. ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಅದಿದೆ, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಹರ್ಷ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ UPSC, ಈಗ ಒಬ್ಬನ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹಿಂದೂ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಬ್ಬಂಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಂಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? You have thousands of other things. You have websites as well. You can go through the websites. If you really want to do anything, I'm telling you, even APJ Abdul Kalam ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆ ತರ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ರಿಯಲಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ. ಟ್ರೈ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಸಕ್ಸೀಡೆಡ್. ಹರ್ಷ ಒಂದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅ ಲೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಎಸ್ PPT that he saw a person who was hammering a stone on the 100 shot, it broke up, but the real thing which worked was the remaining 99. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ 99 ಪೆಟ್ಟೆ 100ನೇ ಪೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮುರಿಯೋ ತರ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. 100 ಪೆಟ್ಟನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮುರಿದೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್, ಯು ಲರ್ನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಯು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಸಮ್ಮನ್, ಯು ಲರ್ನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ ಕಲೀರಿ. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೀಯಾಳ್ಸೋದು, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪುರ್ಸೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಂದ ಕಲೀರಿ. ಅವನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಹೌ ಕುಡ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಇಟ್? ಇಫ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಗುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಕಾರ್ತಿಕೇಯ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಇಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್, ಓಕೆ ಅವ್ನು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್, ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್, ಅವ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ? ಯು ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆಮ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ you try until you get succeeded. ಒಂದಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಕೀಪ್ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಹೋಪ್. ಸೇ ಈ ಸಲ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ದು, ಈ ಸತಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಸಲ ಕಪ್ ನಮ್ದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ RCB ಗೆದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಪ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೇಲೆ RCB ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಪ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಪ್ ಇರಬೇಡ. ಸೊ you must have that hope in yourself before showing it to someone else. So keep that mindset within you. Say that I can do it, no matter, I will do it, I will do my best. It's not too early, it's not too late, I need to do it from now. And next thing, work hard, it will pay you really good. If you really work hard, it will pay you really good. If you need an example, I think I am an example for no one. There are many persons in your life. ಹರ್ಷ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನರದು, ರವಿ ಡಿ ಚಂಡನ್ ಅವರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಅಣ್ಣಾಮಲೈ ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ those are the very wonderful examples that you need. They worked hard their life. Annamalai ಅವರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನು ದುಡ್ಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. His father is a vehicle bus builder. You might have seen Shakti Body Works in Karur. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರತ್ತೆ. His father is a very richest person, like one of the richest person who earns a lot. ಅವರು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ he studied well. He made that ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ಪನ ದುಡ್ಡಿಂದ ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. I should do what I must do. If you want to enjoy life, enjoy by taking your own salary rather than wasting your father's money. I don't say that don't make it a worse. You can enjoy, but it should be in a limit. So first ನೀವು ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಿ, ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕಷ್ಟಪಡಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡನ್, ಮೇಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಟು. ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಯ್ತು, ಓಕೆ ನನ್ ಮುಗೀತು ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಬಾಳ್ದವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, 4 ವರ್ಷ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ನಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಚ್ಚ ಒಂಚೂರು ತೋರ್ಸೋನವ್ರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಜವಾದ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಫ್ರೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ತೋರ್ಸೋನಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಎಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ತೋರ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹೂ ಶುಡ್ ಸೇ ಹಿಮ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ನೀನ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀನು ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನ ನಂಬಬೇಡ. ಅವ್ನು ಹೆಂಗಾರ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಅವ್ನು ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, is preparing just because of me, he is doing well just because of me. That is a real friend, not showing answers. Instead you share your ideas how to learn it. ಓದೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೆಂಗೆ, ನಾನು ಯಾವ ತರ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀನ್ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗು, ನಿನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ನೀನ್ ಈ ತರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡು. ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟುಮಾರೋಸ್. ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆ, 1 ವಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 1 ವಾರ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಸೋಮವಾರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಶನ್, ಭಾನುವಾರ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ವಿ ಡಿಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ಐ ನೋ, ನಾವ್ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ even if I get cleared, I am getting a pain, so I am doing this webinar. ನಾನು ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಬೇಜಾರಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೂ ನೋಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೇನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಶೇರ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೇನ್ ಇಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? A person with success without having any hard work is not a success. It's a nonsense. So you need to work hard. If you work hard, you know the pain, you can share the pain. So don't wait for tomorrows. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. And the last thing, many of you might have seen a picture called as Marcy. There was a line, success is not a destination, success is a journey. So don't stop at a point saying that okay, my life has given an end. Okay, ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಮುಗಿಯಿತು. No, work more, ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡು. ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ. ಅದವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿನ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನೀನ್ ಇವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 60 to 70% clear cut of what is making. So prepare yourself more than what you need. Then don't stop it upon saying that I am done with this. See, I cleared TCS, Infosys. I am not happy with what I am. My main aim is to clear engineering service exam. I'm planning it. I'm working on it. Due to some issues right now, I'm not doing it. But I'll be working as well. One more thing is that the persons who are going to combined defense service and engineering service exam, the small thing I would like to add, combined defense service exam, you will be having 3 to 4 parts like OTA, AFA, and something called as CNA. VNA will be something called as Naval, AFA is Air Force Academy, OTA is Officers Trainers Academy. If you have not completed your engineering, you will be you can only apply for Officers Trainers Academy. Engineering ಮುಗ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ Air Force Academy, Naval Academy ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. What are the topics in the CDS is very simple. First one will be aptitude, strong aptitude ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಪೇಪರ್ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ 2 ಪೇಪರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ದ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್, ಐ ಫಾರ್ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸಾರಿ. I think it's 200 or something. Second part will be complete general knowledge and English. General knowledge ಅಲ್ಲಿ as Harsha said, history, geography, current affairs, sports ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Maybe even sports, current affairs may include sports as well. So ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So this is all about CDSE. And whenever you come to engineering service exam, what should you do is, you guys, ಇವಾಗ್ಲಿಂದಾನೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, if you are from second year, you will you just go through what the engineering service exam for your branch has. Imagine you are from mechanical ಅವರಿಗೆ fluid mechanics ಬೇಕು, thermodynamics ಬೇಕು, metallurgy properties ಬೇಕು, fluid power systems ಬೇಕು, many things. ಇನ್ನು ತುಂಬಾ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿದೆ. ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು, ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, DME ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಬೇಕು. So those things really you need for the engineering service exam. The mains paper will be there will be 2 papers. One will be aptitude and the second part will be first phase of the engineering service papers. Like in fluid mechanics ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರ basics questions, very light, easy part antara. Second, if you clear mains, you will be going to the advanced. I mean the if you clear prelims, you will be going to mains ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು, ಸೇಮ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಡೀಪರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಭಾರಿ ಟಫ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. M1, M2, M3, M4 ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನರಿಗೆ M8 ತನಕ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ. ಅವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಫೋರಿಯರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಸಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಯೂಲರ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ESE, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಡೂ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ everyone is prepare, as I said, prepare daily, be confident. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟುಮಾರೋಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲೂಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಿನ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ನಾನ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು, ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವಿತ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಆಗತ್ತೇನೋ ಆಗಲ್ವೇನೋ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ವಿತ್ ಅದರ್. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್, ಯು ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ರಿಯಲಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಅವನಿಗಿಂತ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತು ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ವಿತ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬುಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತಿದ್ದು ಓದೋಣ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಓದ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಲಿ. ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎ ಗ್ಲಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ 5 to 10 minutes. 7 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಸಂಜೆ ಅಂತೀರಾ, 7:27 ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಓದಿ. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯ್ತು, 7 to 8 ಯಾವ್ದೊಂದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರ, 7:30 ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಏನೋ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರ. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಲಿ ಏನ್ ಓದೋಣ ಅಂತ ಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಗೋ ಟು ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ ನಾನು ಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೋದು. So work hard. There is nothing like I'm a non-IT, I don't get jobs in ITs, nothing like that. It's all your superstitions. If you need real examples, there are many persons who got being a non-IT got placed in Infosys as well this year, from civil as well as mechanical. Civil ಇಂದ ಇಬ್ರೇನೋ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಫಾರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ as well as Infosys ಇಬ್ರೇನೋ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅವರು. Maybe see, he have completed everything but he lost in interviews. ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So you need to be good in every part. So last thing I would say is, do well, prepare well. All the best for your futures. If you can feel free to contact me. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಹಂಗಂತ ಅದೇನೇ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಾಚ ಆರಾಮಿದ್ಯಾ, ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ತಿಂಡಿ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಆನ್ Saturday Sundays I'd be very free. I have planned something. We will just go through it. I planned just one month ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ Saturday Sundays ಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದವರಿಗೆ I could do some logical as well as or not Saturday Sundays as the time is very low. I mean I could take an hour or 30 minutes every day to complete some of the logical and aptitude topics for you. It is both for ITs and non-ITs. So if you guys are really interested, Rakshat will make a Google form. I don't know how they will plan. They will give the information to you so that you can join. If everyone is interested, then I'll be going through it. Not a problem for me. So all the best. Any doubt either you can feel free to contact me. Don't worry. If you need, I have my number in the group. If you don't know my number, I have my photo. At the end, the last number will be 718. The number is 7892362718. So you can feel free to contact me. I will share this PPT as well, and you have my number at the very beginning as well as my LinkedIn account as well. So first ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು LinkedIn ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ ದೆನ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ, as well as related to government exam you can ask both me and Harsha. So yeah.
It was really fantastic how you guys brought all together within a short period of time. It was a long webinar, true, but all the concepts you covered, it was very short in time. So they have just shed the light on the different various topics. In depth they haven't gone. We might make such sessions where like focusing on any particular exams or any like that based on your interest. If you have any queries or doubts, you can just DM on us through the WhatsApp group. So we will be replying. The speakers will be replying, and you can also call them. You can request their help. They are ready, I guess. Karthik and Asha to help you guys. And I guess Karthik will be sharing the preparation material. Karthik.
Yeah. I will also share some of the preparation material as well as the placement drives which are upcoming for the 2022 batches as well. And if you really guys need me to train you with aptitude and verbal using these Google Meets or something like a virtual training, I could do it for you only if you guys are interested. Not like sumune barabeku hoಗಬೇಕು. We won't be providing any certificates. ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, I think I could clear it out for you. So there was a question from Manoj on that. Tell me the best coaching center for banking. See Manoj, where I don't know where you are from, but basically there are some of the banking coaching centers in JP Nagar. SL coaching center is wonderful, and there is some called as IBS banking centers in JP Nagar, I guess. It's in JP Nagar. There are many banking sectors. I think rather than asking us, as we have very less knowledge about the banking coaching centers, I think you should go with the Google so that you can Google, because only if you know something we could share it to you, but without knowing anything, if you share it, it will not be a useful thing. So you just go with the Google and find out what's the important thing for you. Okay, Rakshat, you can.
And one thing I need to add here. Okay, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನಮ್ ಕಣ್ ಮುಂದೆ UPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋರು ಇದಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಇಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡ್ ರಿಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಏನಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ಗಳು ಸಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ತಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ನೀವು ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಐಡಿಯಾ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಹೇಗ್ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ವಿಟಿಯೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಬಂದ್ರು ಹಾಗೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಅಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದಕ್ಕೆ, ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಕ್ಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಫೀಲ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್, ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತೋ ನಾವು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ನೋ. ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಇಂದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಂತು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯು ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಒನ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೀವು ನಿಮಗ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೇಮಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದಿರೋ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದಾನೇ ಹೊರತು ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಮ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿನೇ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಹವಿ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಾಟಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿರೋರು. ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆತರ್ತವ್ರು ಸಿಗ್ತಾರ ನಮ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದೇ ಟಾಪ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಹುದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಾಟಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಬಂದಿರೋರು ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಾವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲಾನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ನಮ್ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, Harsha. Thank you, Karthik, for the wonderful session. I would like to add one more thing that about the Hindu paper and Unacademy. If you go through YouTube, they purify the concepts from Hindu. Every day they are going to read out the newspaper and they are going to discuss in that YouTube channel. You can just go through it.
Yeah.
So I guess
even at Byju's also you can get the same thing.
there is another question for Karthik.
Yeah, I got it. Hi Karthik, which coding language have you learned? I basically when I was just preparing for the interviews, I have been good with the C language because I felt that the C language would be very good for the basic placement drives. After clearing any companies, like the two things which you can do is either you could go with what the company really needs, either if it is Java or Python. But at present, I am learning Python because I feel it is a good language so that I could develop myself in web development. So for learning for the placements, C is better. Or if you're from, I don't know, you're from IT or non-IT. If you're IT, go anything which you like, because anything you do, it should be perfect. That's it. If it's C, it's not a problem. Even if you're from EC or IS or CS, if it's C, it's not a problem. If it's not IT, I think C would be better for you because it will give you a complete basic of what really coding is. So go with C at the very beginning, then go with what you really like to do, either Java or Python. I think I've answered your question. And the last thing which I would like to thank is thanks Rakshat. I felt that this was an inspiring thing for everyone so that everyone could get what they really need. Everyone have completed the barrier that they need to cover. Okay, most welcome Nishal. So they need to cover. So I really thank TechWikmet team and also Vilas sir for supporting me, and Harsha as well. So it was a great webinar. I think that everyone has got the doubts cleared. If you guys still have, you can just post it in the WhatsApp group as well, so that we could answer you privately too. So thank you, Rakshata. You can carry on with the further things.
It was our pleasure you taking these sessions for the students. I guess they will all get inspired from this session, and they will continue. They will start their preparation from today onwards. And all the best to all the students. I hand over to Veena to give a vote of thanks. Veena, are you there?
Rakshit, I'll only carry on.
Sorry. Sorry. It was your turn, right? Sorry.
It's okay. Hi guys, thank you for joining in for an informative session. I thank the speakers Karthik and Harsha for enlightening us with their knowledge and sharing their research with us. And their experience is what we should go on the path with. Thank you Karthik and Harsha. I hope we'll have even more webinars with you guys, and share more knowledge, and so that all of us can benefit from your experience as well. Thank you for joining, and I also thank the whole TechWikmet team and Vilas sir and our HOD Satyanarayana sir and our principal CT Jayadeva sir for allowing us to host such webinars for the benefit of all the students. Thank you guys. We'll update you if there's another webinar like this. Thank you so much for joining. You may leave now.